What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to do a week 2 game preview. The game of the week, my Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Texas Longhorns, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Bryant-Denny Stadium, under the lights. Prime time, baby. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. My Alabama Crimson Tide, Nick Saban, returning the favor to those Texas Longhorns for how they did us last year. I want to put the bands and the fans in the nosebleed. And that's what we doing to them when they come to Tuscaloosa. Hopefully, they'll turn off the air conditioning in the locker room also. Make it dysfunctional for them, just like they did to us. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get into this game preview and score prediction. I'm going to start off by talking about the Texas Longhorns, who's 1-0 right now. They beat the Rice Owls last Saturday. I think the score was like 37-3 or 38-3 or no, 37-10 or something like that. But yeah, Rice did get on the board. But anyway, Quinn Ewers, he look a little shaky. You get some pressure on him. He gets erratic. I'm telling you now. So if our boys can get some pressure on him, he's gonna be shook. I did like the way Rice Owls, they did get pressure on him at times. At times, I wasn't impressed by the Texas offensive line. I was not impressed by them because yes, Rice did penetrate their line a few times. Okay, far as the passing game, Xavier Worthy, they #1 receiver. Outright, I think the first 4 or 5 passes were to Xavier Worthy. Now, Quinn Ewers did throw 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers, I believe. I know Donnie Mitchell caught one, and who else caught one? I don't know if it was Worthy or what, but I know it Donnie Mitchell. No, Worthy didn't have a touchdown. He threw Quinn Ewers threw touchdown to Sanders, Brooks, and Mitchell. Okay, so those were the 3 guys who caught touchdowns. But Quinn Ewers, he is a little erratic. Okay, their running game, it was all right, not all that impressive as far as their running game. Jalen Blue, 10 carries, 55 yards. Jonathan Brooks, 12 carries, 52 yards. C.J. Baxter, 5 carries, 38 yards. Quinn Ewers chipped in 8 carries with 12 yards, and Keelan Robinson, 1 yard, 3 carries. Keelan Robinson, he's a transfer to Alabama. He really hasn't, I guess, impressed the Texas coaches. This is his 2nd year, and he didn't get much time last year, and he didn't get much time in this game. But anyway, Xavier Worthy, that is the prime receiver. Now, I know Donnie Mitchell, he can be a great receiver also if they use him that way. But Sarkisian and this Texas offense, I am sure they was kind of watered down in this first game against Rice, because they of course they didn't want us to see what they got planned, for us, for us plays or whatever. But I think as far as Kevin Steele, our defense coordinator, he been in the game so long, he probably about seen every damn thing. I'm not saying he have, because offensively the game changed long as he been in there, but I'm pretty sure he done seen a whole lot. But we'll see on Saturday. As far as Texas defense, look like they got a mean defensive line. Again, well, they look mean against Rice. They some big guys. One of them, I know one of them like 360, 350s, 330s. So they got a big offensive line, and they basically was ragdoll, a big defensive line, but they was ragdolling Rice's offensive line. I think they wind up with 2 or 3 sacks. They got the secondary got a couple of interceptions. So, but yeah, still, I don't think Texas is up to par with Alabama, at least right now. Mind you, now it's still early for Alabama too. So, but I think Alabama looked a lot better than Texas in this first game. Hopefully, talking about Alabama now, Jalen Milroe, he looked pretty damn good this past week against Middle Tennessee. 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground. Only passed for like 194 yards. But y'all got to remember, he only played 2.5 quarters. He looked damn good on those deep balls. He did miss a couple of throws, because I think he could have had another touchdown. I forget which receiver was open. It's like the ball just died on him. And I seen a video about his mechanics, He didn't get his hips into that throw and the ball died. But the other 3 deep balls looked pretty damn good to me. Hit the receivers in stride and everything. So I like how Jalen Milroe was poised in the pocket. And especially when he made a touchdown out of nothing on that bad snap. So Jalen Milroe, he looked pretty good to me, and he looked like he could be he is the QB1. Far as Tyler Buchner, I like what I seen out of Tyler Buchner. So we got a quarterback, a backup quarterback, who can get it done also, at least in my opinion, because Tyler Buchner has a lot of experience. So if things don't go right with Jalen Milroe this game, we can put in Tyler Buchner, and I think we'll be fine. I'm going to tell you, if our offensive line can hold up against this defensive line, I think Alabama can win this game in a blowout. We cannot let this Texas defensive line or front 7 continue beat our offensive line on a continuous basis. Now Alabama, they got a big offensive line too. All right, from what I've seen against Middle Tennessee, they can get better, because Jalen Milroe shouldn't have been sacked. I don't mind Jalen Milroe taking sacks, but Middle Tennessee shouldn't even been back there with it, big as our offensive line is. Okay, they shouldn't have been back there. We got 6'7", 360 Caden Proctor, even though he's a freshman. Well, it wasn't the left side anyway. It was the right side. Darren Dalcourt, he need to be on the bench. Terrence Ferguson need to be in his spot, plain and simple. But that's neither here nor there. One game at a time. We just need to manhandle daggone Texas defensive line. This game just might be decided in the trenches. I'm gonna tell you that now. But like I say, my Alabama Crimson Tide offensive line, we need to do better this game. We need to open up those running lanes, because on the touchdown with that Jace McClellan scored, it was a run play up the middle, but he had to cut it to the outside, nowhere to run. We need to daggone open up these running lanes. For the most part, even though he took some sacks, I did like the pass protection. Okay, I did like that. They didn't pressure him too much. I'll say about 3 or 4 times maybe throughout the game. But it's Middle Tennessee. It shouldn't have happened. So we're going up against a Power 5 opponent now. So we're going to see how it work out this week. As far as offensively, I'm sure, just like I said against Texas, Tommy Rees didn't show his hand either to Steve Sarkisian. What I liked about the offense, Tommy Rees using these 2 tight end sets. I love it. Blocking Amari Niblack, catching a 27, 29-yard touchdown or something like that. They say Amari Niblack clocked 21 miles per hour running as a tight end. That is big and fast. So hopefully we can use that speed from him in this game against Texas also. What else? That's the offense. All right, defensively, our defensive line, even though we was getting penetration at times, I think we can do better. I really do. All right, I love the linebackers. The linebackers was outstanding. They can go from sideline to sideline. They playing downhill. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think we can be better in the secondary in this game. Even though, Jalen Key got a little injured. He's a little injured. Malachi Moore a little injured. Coach Saban say, it's nothing minor. They might be ready to go, for practice sometime this week. Hopefully tomorrow. So if not today. But hopefully they'll be ready to go. All right. But we still got Earl Little Jr. In the waiting. And I think Earl Little Jr. is pretty damn good. Kool-Aid, he's doing his thing. I've been hearing people saying, fans talking about Kool-Aid in the punt return. I don't agree with it either. He's too critical to the defense. I don't like him returning punts either. I think we should have somebody like Isaiah Bond returning punts. That's just my opinion. But anyway, Isaiah Bond is a beast. I forgot to even mention the wide receiver core. I loved them. No drops. None whatsoever. I loved it. Jermaine Burton got a 47-yard touchdown. And I think Isaiah Bond had a 49-yard touchdown. And then a 29-yarder to tight end, who I just Amari Neblack. But yeah, I love the wide receiver core. We're getting separation now, which I love it. All right. People saying, oh, it's just Middle Tennessee State. It's just Middle Tennessee State. We're not celebrating the win over Middle Tennessee State. We celebrate what we saw from our players. The quarterback play, that was doubted the whole offseason. The wide receiver play, that was doubted the whole offseason. The defense, we celebrating that. All right. Now, of course, we beat Texas. We're going to celebrate beating Texas, okay? So it is what it is. And another thing from last season to this season, penalties. We only had 2 penalties for 19 yards, okay? One of them, Jaheim Otis, hand came down on the quarterback's helmet. They threw a flag, unintentional, but that's okay. No penalties from the offensive line. So that's much improved. No drops, much improved. Remember, last season against Texas, we had 17 penalties. Against Texas, I think we had about 10 to 12, 15 penalties. I think 15 penalties against Texas, about 17 against Tennessee. So that's a lot of penalties. But hopefully in this game, we'll continue to play disciplined football just like we did against Middle Tennessee. Okay, so, but, I done said all this to say this. I got my Alabama Crimson Tide winning this game. Okay, and I've been saying it's going to be a blowout. My Alabama Crimson Tide at least by 17 points. And guess what? I'm sticking with it because guess what? I was not impressed with those with those Texas Longhorns and Quinn Ewers. The key to this blowout is to get pressure on daggone Quinn Ewers. And I know that's what they're going to try to do to Jalen Miro. All right? But Jalen Miro can get up out of there. I don't think Quinn Ewers is that fast. He can't get out of there fast as Jalen Miro. But anyway, I'm picking my Alabama Crimson Tide to win this game, and I'm sticking with it by 17 or more. So I'm giving my Alabama Crimson Tide 38. Let me get my notebook so I can write this down. My Alabama Crimson Tide 38. Texas Longhorns 17. That's my final score. 38-17. We win by 21. Roll damn Tide.